Conversation by Julie Benetti and Susan Barbaro is a production of EI Publishing in association with EI Alliance, copyright 2018. Visit eipublishing.com for more. Music for this series is courtesy of New Threads, copyright 2018, from their self-titled album, available now.
Hi, this is Susan, and I'm here with Julie, and we're here to talk a little bit about Oprah, and the question is, does Oprah need to man up to win the election?
So can I ask some questions?
Jeez!
First of all, I want to talk about the vernacular, Why man up?
Okay, so I just looked up
Okay.
in the Urban Dictionary. See, you're jumping ahead. Give me a second, okay. And it says, quote, it means, the definition is to build up enough courage, in parentheses, usually for men, to face adversity and responsibility. So that's what the Urban Dictionary comes up with. So actually, I think it's actually funny. I mean, I'm kind of, this is kind of a built up on words because,
Right.
Of course, can she man up? Well, yeah, she does need to stand up, woman up. I want to call it woman up. She's got to woman up to face diversity and to be responsible, which I think she's more than capable of doing. I just find it fascinating, first of all, that's the word that came to my mind, and that's in the vernacular, is man up, not
Right.
woman up.
Right.
And then the question is, and then I kind of would like to go a little into the definition of manning up or womaning. Let's just from this point, woman up.
So you can't see because this is a podcast, but I rolled my eyes when you read the definition, and I want you to look up and see if there's a woman up.
Oh,
I mean, it's just to even have to use that as a term for part of the question for Oprah is kind of sort of disgusting.
Nope, no woman up.
So there's no.
Oh
woman
my
up.
gosh, woman up shirt.
Oh gosh,
What's
no.
this woman
I don't
up
know what that
meaning?
is.
Yeah,
Okay.
no.
But to man up, it's funny because I want to kind of be a little bit humorous and say, oh, what do you mean? She needs to have Stedman beside her. She needs to have a rally of guys around her that are supportive, or
Oh my God. So let me read you, because this is literally let me read you the definition, according again to the Urban Dictionary. 1, be courageous and strong. Okay, I don't have my glasses on. Be a courageous and strong, mature woman by appropriately taking action and responsibility. 2, everybody listening, don't inappropriately play the victim card by cowardly passing off your faults on others. Work to fix what you messed up.
So wait a minute, that's the definition for woman up. So there is a definition in there for woman up.
Yes,
okay.
yes. 3 is check yourself, admit when you're wrong, apology, and show that you are truly sorry instead of focusing on winning in an argument. Okay, this is getting very sexist. And 4, pay your own way. Oh my God, wait a minute. And stop freeloading off guys and your female friends, acting like someone owes you something just because you showed up. Okay.
So there's 4 or 5 parts for woman up, and there's one little tiny definition.
And
be courageous is man up.
Yeah, and the only one that I would agree with this is don't play the victim.
Right.
That's the only part. I can't believe this. I never looked this up. It came to me this morning about man up. And I'm like, where's that coming from? But I'm like, okay. And then and whenever I saw that, I'm like, hold everything. I agree. Don't play the victim. Because playing the victim gives the victor all the money. Listen to me, because who are we thinking about, right? Gives them all the power. This is funny.
So what I would ask then is, our
Not funny.
podcast is entitled, Does Oprah Need to Man Up? We really don't want to say that.
No.
What is the expression? What is it that we want to say? Does she need to be more like a guy? I mean, I don't even want to say that either.
So this is
It's
actually
Oprah.
No, this is what I want to say. You want to know what I want to say? I am a woman, okay?
I am too.
And I like being a woman.
Me too.
I enjoy when I'm sentimental. I enjoy when I get intuition. I enjoy the feelings I have when I want to support others and help others. I like being being supportive. I like being strong. I like being a woman. I'm not interested in becoming a man to do anything. So I'd like to call it, and I haven't looked it up, lady up.
Lady up.
Lady up, because you know something? Oprah should be so deeply entrenched in being a woman, because we talk about having a woman president.
Right.
It's because we want the attributes of a woman who is not afraid to be a woman, and who is not interested in being the female version of a guy.
Right, right.
And I think lady up. Okay, so we're going to see, I guess.
And who is also, to take that a little further, who is also, you know, being different in that presence of what the occupation is based on being a woman. So not continuing the same old as men do. And I don't have anything wrong, you know, anything against men at all. Yet those two definitions are insane. And, you know, it's funny because I would think, you know, does Oprah need to man up? You would think, does Oprah need to woman up? And you would think it would be to heighten the version of your womanness, of your ladiness, of your femininity, but not, you know, from the standpoint of, you know, clothing and stuff like that. Not that at all. Just the energy of being a woman.
And the power. Yes. Because if we can embrace, and I used those adjectives earlier about being intuitive, about being supportive, about being loving, about being kind, but that doesn't mean that you are not incredibly powerful and strong
and courageous.
And the person, unfortunately, you know, I just read, and I have to look up her name because, you know, I'm terrible with names. The German prime minister that she's not seeking. Yes, Mark. I was going to say that. I was thinking Megan. Yeah. Is not seeking re-election. And I thought, you know, I don't know, because I just saw a quick headline, and I thought, you know, everybody saw the, you know, what occurred between, I mean, and I only saw what was in the news too, so I wasn't there, but her and Trump, yes. Yeah. And I don't know enough about her, and, you know, but you think of some of the other famous women in the past, like Margaret Thatcher.
That's why I'm just thinking that right now. You're like reading my mind, because I'm thinking, what's the big deal? In the United Kingdom, in England, they have, you know, female leaders and prime ministers, and, you know, we have many people, you know, in Senate positions, and, you know, I'm not thinking of anyone, in, you know, in high positions, women leading companies. But what's the big deal?
I have to say, I am the first person who would love to see a woman as president.
Me too.
But I have to say, I'm not going to just vote for any woman. You know what? And there's a lot of guys that I think would be amazing presidents.
Me too.
But, you know, they have to be who they are. But for a woman, we have so many gifts that men, you know, men are, and again, I have nothing against men. And there are so many amazing women that almost relinquish or turn on who they are to try to be somebody they're not. And we talk about Oprah, because Oprah has been, in many ways, a lot of our best friends. You know, we look at her and the things she's talked about. She's talked about empowerment. She's gone, you know, the road of even talking about herself. And we all kind of cheered her on. Because we see her do well, we like to think we can do well.
Right.
But I think it's time, and I think I'm going to say should be. And sorry if it's not, you know, politically correct to say it, but she should be at the point where, okay, I've talked about who I've been in my past and what I've gone. I'm ready to be me. I'm ready to move forward, and I'm ready to embrace that powerful part of me.
Right. And Oprah, that's two of us out here who want you to be yourself to the utmost degree.
Because, you know, the one thing about Trump, and the thing is that people who saw our book, you know, and we predicted he was going to win back in April when the election was in November. We knew it. It wasn't we were supporting him. It wasn't we were against him. We knew it because we could feel the energy he was in. He created the job for himself.
Right.
And of course, it's like it was his playing field. And everyone came in and tried to be a better Trump than Trump. You can't do that. But you can go in and you can create a different playing field.
Right.
And that's the way to move with this. And create your own playing field and not try to play his game.
And the actual cool thing about it is that he went in and created his own playing field. So guess what? It can be done. Right. And that's for the presidency of the United States. And it can be done by a man. It can be done by a woman as well.
So there's one thing I want to say, and we're going to end this podcast soon, but I'm going to say this one thing. I don't care how much time it is. I'm going to say what I got to say. This is the last thing I want to say because it is so important. And I realized this morning. I was thinking about it. And I'm like, bullying right now, we talk about, is at an all-time high. Bullying right now, and we put together some information on it, and the government right now, if you read stopbullying.gov, they do not have a tried and true way of handling and resolving bullying. They have some things that have sort of started to help, but they don't have an answer to it. And I sit back and I think, of course they don't, because you know something? Trump is bullying, and what's the answer? Everyone says, they all get mad. They don't know what he's doing. And it's like, are you kidding me? And I will say this one thing. There's one person that I just met recently, huge Trump fan, and he is the antithesis of Trump. And I said nothing to him because I just met him. And he was going on. And all I wanted to say is, do you think for 1 minute Trump would back you? I mean, I didn't. Because it's so clear to me, but he's like one of these kind of fanatics. And I was like, I just kind of smile and say, yeah. And I'm like, I'm not going down that road. But if we can't figure out what Trump is doing, and we can't figure out how to conquer what he's doing, I don't know what other word to use, because you have late night people making fun of him. You have every news organization, and Trump keeps coming out on top. And we can't figure out, quote, what he's doing. How in the name of God are we going to change bullying when as adults we can't figure it out? Right. You and I have written stuff on this, and we do know
and you're
what to do with him to beat him. Right. It's all legal. There's nothing. We're talking
about energy. We're talking about energy. People want to talk about the power of persuasion. They want to talk about words. We're talking about energy. And if you read our book, Do You Stand With Him? Who Does He Stand With? The Science and Energy of Trump. It's very short, very small, very powerful. Even my niece read it. She's going to be 18. And she said, oh my gosh, this is all the science stuff we've learned. It makes perfect sense.
And so that is how you beat somebody at any game. And it's actually a humane. It's not mean. We're not suggesting anything other than going into being who you are.
Yes, and that's how you beat somebody, is being who you are to the utmost degree.
And so I'm going to say it again. I think she can win. I know she can win. Oprah, are you going to win? Are you going to... See, there's a Freudian slip. Oprah, are you going to run? So there you go.
Are you going to run, Oprah? We're here. Be you. This has been a production of EI Publishing in association with EI Alliance. Listen to other episodes and visit eipublishing.com to find more energized podcasts and books. Find New Threads' self-titled album, New Threads, on iTunes, Spotify, Bandcamp, or at newthreads.us. Thank you for listening.